All right, so we're looking at the volume of a pyramid. So the pyramids could look like this, or they could look like this. They'll have different types of bases. But they're going to be regular pyramids, and that just means they're not off at a slant or anything. So we're going to be looking at the volume, and it turns out, I used to do a demonstration of this, but it turns out that the volume of a pyramid is just 1/3 of the prism that contains the pyramid. So if there was a prism that contains it, we would just get the area of the base times the height. That would be the volume of that whole prism. And then times that by 1/3, because that's the area of the pyramid. But we don't really need to understand that too well. We can just use this formula. So volume of a pyramid, this is what we're going to be looking at. I should turn on this light. All right, so the formula will be 1/3 times the area of the base. This will be the base. In this case, it looks like a rectangle because, sorry, a square, because those are both the same. So the base in this case is a square. And the height, of course, is just the perpendicular distance from the very tip of the pyramid all the way down to the center of the base. And it's the perpendicular distance there. So all we got to do is find the area of the base. So 11 times 11, that's length times width. 11 times 11 is 121. And then the height is 12. And then make sure we multiply by 1/3, and that will be the volume. So I'm going to do 1 divided by 3 times 121 times 12, and that's 484. And in this case, it's centimeters, so the volume will be centimeters cubed. So 484 centimeters cubed, and that's all that you're doing. It's 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. Now, if the base, where's my other paper? If the base of the pyramid is not a rectangle or a square, then you still use the same formula. That's why I wrote it the way I wrote it. So still area of base, and in this case, the base is a right triangle where the hypotenuse is 5. It looks like maybe the small edge is, I didn't really draw it very well, but I'm going to say 3 miles, and the longer edge is 4 miles. Whoops. Okay, so area of the base times the height, and it's still all the same stuff. So find the area of the base. Well, here in this triangle, the area would be 1/2 times base times height for the triangle. I'm going to consider this the base. So 1/2 times the base times the height. I could turn it this way, 1/2 times the base, and then this would be the height, but it doesn't matter. Either way will give you the same thing. So the area of the base will be 1/2 times 3 times 4. So in a calculator, you could just do it all. 0.5, right? That's 1/2 times 3 times 4, and we get 6. So the area that we're going to be using is 6. So that's what goes in here. 6 is the area of the base, and then the height, that's this distance, which is 4. And just multiply all that out. 1/3 times 6, that's 2. And then times 4 is 8. And then our units are cubed. Miles cubed. It's a giant pyramid. A huge pyramid. Yeah, that's all.